Hello guys, it's Kizzy here, or the other name you're more familiar with, Seven Swords, the Drift Emperor. Okay, today I'm gonna tell you a story about how I learned English. Well, like most Chinese students, I had to learn English in school because it's a required course. They started teaching English in 5th grade of primary school. First of all, I was not bad. I did most English exams over 95 points out of 100. Even though it's very simple and basic, and not actually useful in the real world. But things changed when I was in junior high school. Maybe it's because I was going through puberty. I hated English so much. I did all English exams around 40 points out of 120. My English teacher hated me, and of course I became a bad student. The situation didn't get better after I went to high school. I still did all those English exams around 40 points out of 150. So yeah, it's some kind of stable. Then I barely made it to college. I failed my English exams 3 times in 1st grade, and I did all the English exams just over 60 points out of 100 after that. And I couldn't speak English at all. So, like most Chinese students, I forgot almost everything about English after I graduated from college. We learn English only for pass those stupid exams, and that's all. Most of us will never speak English properly in the real world. Then, in 2011, 1 year after I graduated, I started to watching a lot of American movies and TV episodes like Friends, Big Bang Theory, all those superhero shows. And of course, as a petrol head, or like Americans say, gearhead, I watched that English car show called Top Gear. After 5 or 6 years, I watched more than 1,000 movies and thousands episodes. A weird thing happened. That day, a friend of mine brought a British guy to hang out with us, just playing archery and have dinner. But that time, I just found out that I can talking to the British guy in English. What a shock! Of course, I spoke English not very fluent at that time, but I actually talked to someone in English, in the real world, so I started to practice my English on purpose, and things going very well. I got some really gratifying progress these years. Now, I think you guys have the same question like I did. Why the hell I can learn how to speak English by just watching TV and movies? So, I asked some English teachers, including Chinese, British, American, Canadian. Finally, I figured out the scientific principle behind this after a lot of conversation. Here it is. First of all, I watched this because I love watching TV. I watched all of them with Chinese subtitles and English soundtrack just like most Chinese people does. But because I watched these movies and TV shows or episodes more than 1 time, particularly the Friends, Big Bang, and Top Gear, after first time I watched, I randomly picked an episode of any of them. Then I just watching it in order before I sleep every day, and I'm still doing this now. So, I actually watched them like 100 of times. After years, I remember all the stories, I remember what means in all lines the characters said. So the meanings of lines and the voice of lines are all in my mind, and they started to connecting each other in my subconsciousness. And when enough of them actually connected, I can speak English. That's all. This actually is a natural way to learn a language. It also is the same way how every human being learns our native language. You see, a baby will hear what parents or other adults are saying, and parents will always point to something, for example, an apple, and say apple, maybe many times. After some months, the voice and things will connect it in baby's mind. And one day, the baby opened the mouth and say the very first word. So, every time I talk about my story that how I learned English, it's always like a huge, noisy, sarcastic middle finger to the China's education system. I wasted so many times, so many years in school, forced to learn English and got nothing. Then I learned how to speak English by an accident. Such an ironic. But I must say, even though I'm good at spoken, but I'm really bad at grammar, and don't remember how to spell a lot of words, and I barely know the written language, so I'm still working on it. So, this is my story. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more videos about me talking English, just tell me at the comments. See you around. Have a good day.